Hello, my name is Michelle Doucette, and I'm going to be doing my presentation on short and long reflexes of the enteric nervous system. So here is my sign. It says my name, Michelle Doucette, and the date is April 28th. To begin, I want to talk about the enteric nervous system, which is a division of the peripheral nervous system embedded in the lining of the gastrointestinal system. And it has control over gastrointestinal functions such as motility, secretion, and growth of the digestive tract. The enteric nervous system is unique because it can control gastrointestinal behavior independent of input from the central nervous system. This red box below on this image shows the functioning of the enteric nervous system independently from the central nervous system. So as you can see in this red box, it shows there's sensory neurons to interneurons, to motor neurons, to the effector system, and then to gut behavior, all without any input from the central nervous system up here. It also shows that the enteric nervous system can work with the central nervous system through the parasympathetic and sympathetic nervous system. The parasympathetic follows the vagus nerve, and the sympathetic comes from prevertebral ganglia. So if you look at the image, it shows input from the central nervous system to the enteric nervous system, and that ultimately influences gut behavior. The enteric nervous system contains two plexuses, which consist of intrinsic neurons that lie completely within the wall of the gut. They are called the submucosal plexus and the myenteric plexus. This layer right here is the submucosal plexus, and this layer right here is the myenteric plexus. The submucosal plexus is the inner plexus and is responsible for secretion, absorption, and muscle movements. The outer plexus, the myenteric plexus, right here, extends throughout the entire length of the gut and exerts main control over GI movements such as velocity of contractions and tone of the gut. As I said previously, the enteric nervous system is unique because it can operate on its own, and it can also operate with the central nervous system, and it does so through two types of reflexes. The enteric nervous system can carry out both short and long reflexes. Short reflexes are fast reflexes that originate within the enteric nervous system and are integrated there without outside input. So as you can see here, there is the stimulus, and then there's receptors, and then the short reflex goes directly to the enteric nervous system. And then ultimately there is a response in the GI tract. These reflexes occur in the nerve plexuses in the gut wall, and they never leave the GI tract. The function of these reflexes is to allow the enteric nervous system to act quickly and react to movement or chemical changes. Then the enteric nervous system also has long reflexes, which, unlike short reflexes, they involve the central nervous system. So in this image right here, you can see that there's the stimulus, receptors, and then the long reflex path goes to the central nervous system and then ultimately to the enteric nervous system. And then there's a response in the gut. Long reflexes may originate within the GI tract or outside of the GI tract, but they are always integrated in the central nervous system. So as you can see here, there's another example is there's the stimulus and short reflexes, and then there's a response, and the stimulus and long reflexes, which goes through the central nervous system, and then ultimately there's a response. Long reflexes that originate outside the digestive system are called cephalic reflexes and include feed-forward reflexes and emotional reflexes. These reflexes originate in the brain. Oh. In feed-forward reflexes, information is received from stimuli such as sight, smell, sound, or thought of food. These prepare the digestive system for food, and they result in physiological reactions such as our mouths watering and our stomachs growling when we see or smell or even think of food. Then there's also emotional reflexes, which trigger a reaction in the GI tract from experiencing emotion, such as butterflies in the stomach or feeling sick when nervous. So that is my presentation on short and long reflexes of the enteric nervous system. Thank you.